What you are about to watch is a news parody. Its stories are not fact-checked, its reporters are not real journalists, and its opinions are not fully thought through.
Tonight, a crime-fighting hero joins Trump's cabinet.
We'll have that and more coming up. The Red Report starts right now.
You're green.
I am!
Two universities are combining into one, vowing to stop their state rival hatred. Welcome to the Red Report. I'm Xander Hull.
And I'm Ava Sevening. We'll get to that story in a moment. But first, Elon Musk has announced he's changing X back to Twitter. In a statement, Musk says that the name changing back to its original is because no one cares for having an X as much as they do a tiny bird for the app's logo. Twitter was renamed X in July 2023, but the rebranding didn't last even 2 years. Musk also revealed that he's stepping down as the CEO. Former professional basketball player Larry Joe Bird is taking his place, since his name seems to be a good fit for the brand. In a surprising move, President-elect Donald Trump is appointing Batman as the head of Child Protective Services. With the move, CPS plans to take many more children under its wing instead of taking them from their parents. The Caped Crusader is going to be as hands-on as possible in his preventing child abuse and signaled he isn't afraid to use force. Batman says he'll use his billion-dollar budget so that kids don't have to fear their foster situations anymore.
I believe every child should have two parents, because I never had that growing up. And now I can make that happen on a national scale.
The other main contender for the role was the Joker. We have yet to see if he will hold a position in public office, but he's refusing to comment. Batman says he will treat everyone like his own children. Other members of Trump's new cabinet include Miss Frizzle as the head of the Department of Education and Dora the Explorer as chief UN ambassador.
Since President-elect Trump has picked Kristi Noem to head the Department of Homeland Security, the state of South Dakota is in need of a new governor. USD's very own Charlie Coyote has been chosen to take Noem's place. Charlie has hyped up crowds for the university and has even been seen at community events. In a statement, Charlie wrote that if you can lead a university full of crazy college students, leading a whole state shouldn't be that hard. Silver Paralympic medalist Miles Kraske is being honored yet again, and this time it's not with a silver medal. The city of Yankton will be changing its name to Kraske City with a K to honor the world-class athlete. Kraske was born and raised in Yankton before attending college at USD. Yankton's mayor, Mason Schramm, says this new name change is the least they can do to honor Miles for all of his hard work.
Students have a new way to get around campus. Charlie Carts have partnered with Uber to give students rides to their classes. Previously, the Charlie Carts were only used by the admissions office for campus tours. Now, the carts offer rides to the academic buildings, residence halls, the muck, and even downtown. The fee to ride is $5, but is an extra $20 if you're running late to class.
The University of South Dakota and South Dakota State have been rivals for decades. That feud will soon come to an end. In a news release today from both universities, the president stated that the rivalry is too full of hate. Together, we'll combine as one, for we all come from the great state of South Dakota. Combining red with blue and yellow, the new school colors will become orange and purple. The mascot will be Jackyote, a mixture of a coyote and a jackrabbit. Old Main has been caught on fire for the fourth time now as students are protesting the two universities combining. The fire started this morning after students rallied with pitchforks and banners with the SDSU logo crossed out. A student who led the protest and wishes to remain anonymous says, quote, "If we combine with that Jackrabbit school, then we'll burn this whole place to the ground." University police are working on detaining those who started the fire. Coming up, a facility closing leaves the swim team stranded. You're watching The Red Report.
What you are about to watch is a news parody. Its stories are not fact-checked, its reporters are not real journalists, and its opinions are not fully thought through.
Popular, you're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper poise when you talk to girls, little ways to flirt and flans. I'll show you what shoes to wear, how to fix your hair, everything that really counts to be popular. I'll help you be popular. You'll hang with the right cohorts. You'll be good at sports. Now the slang you've got to know. So let's start, 'cause you got an awfully long way to go. La la, la 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 la. You'll be popular, just not quite as popular as me.
The theater department will be performing a modern retelling of Romeo and Juliet. State Rivals, a love story, follows the tale of two rival universities. An SDSU football player falls in love with a USD fan after crashing into her while catching a football at the rivalry game. The show premieres once, tomorrow night at 7 in the Warren Emily Center for the Fine Arts. The theater department's next production will be a retelling of the musical Rent through the lens of a broke college student.
University President Sheila Gestring will become the new face of a soda franchise. Gestring is collaborating with Diet Coke. In a statement, the president says it is such an honor and she thanked the fizzy drink for existing. She also says if it wasn't for Diet Coke, she wouldn't be able to run the University of South Dakota. Gestring's face will appear on the can as well as other Diet Coke apparel.
Starbucks at the Muck has released a groundbreaking addition to its menu that's just in time for finals. Quantum powder is scientifically proven to increase brain function, giving students the ability to study at rapid speeds. Although the new product's been a hit, some students have gone to extremes in their obsession with the powder. UPD gave the Red Report access to the security camera footage of one unidentified student attempting to steal the quantum powder for themselves.
I've been a Starbucks barista now for 3 years, and I've never seen this many people add anything more to their drinks. We're having people lined up out the doors to add quantum powder. They're adding it because it adds focus and improves productivity, and during the final seasons, college students are obsessed with it.
Students interested in trying Starbucks quantum powder can find it on campus in the Muck while supplies last. The Student Government Association revealed plans to add a Dunkin' franchise to the Muck, hoping to have the first in South Dakota. This latest Muck coffee shop has led to a proposed makeover for the entire building. The Munster University Center will be painted in Dunkin's signature color orange to integrate the building with the brand. The Muck will also be renamed Dunks in honor of the company. Building remodeling will start in the spring semester, leaving students without any on-campus dining until next fall.
One of the music industry's biggest stars has led to the creation of a new major at USD. The Red Report's Parker Orr is live in the Muck to learn more about the new Taylor Swift bachelor's degree. Parker?
Thanks, Xander. I'm live with Dr. Swift Taylor to take a closer look at this Taylor Swift program. So, Dr. Taylor, what inspired this program coming to USD following these 3 classes that have already been implemented?
Well, Taylor Swift, she's a change maker. She's a wave maker, right? It's not just the music industry that she impacts. She impacts pretty much the whole world. You know, we look at American history, sociology, the study of pop culture, right? You know, economics with the Eras Tour, bringing in business and tourism to so many cities around the U.S. and the world. And really, you know, the impacts that Taylor Swift has made are just so important that we need to recognize them. And as, you know, USD, we're an academic institution that's trying to be at the forefront of each study, right? And we're really creating the next generation of academics, specifically academics who focus directly on Taylor Swift, as it's an important field.
And then what inspired you to become a Swiftie?
I mean, pretty much everybody should be a Swiftie. If you think about, you know, her role in changing the entire world, you know, she's just such an influential person that I think everyone should be a Swiftie, you know. I'm not really sure why someone wouldn't be a Swiftie. You know, you listen to her lyrics, Baby, Now We've Got Bad Blood. How could you listen to that and not think, you know, it's the most poetic thing you've ever heard? So, you know, I think more people, you know, people who aren't Swifties maybe don't understand those complex lyrics. And, you know, that's okay. But for those of us who are well educated, I think being a Swiftie is the only answer.
And then how does Travis Kelce play into this?
I'm sorry, who?
The multimillionaire athlete that's dating Taylor Swift?
I'm not familiar with that individual.
Well, thank you so much for making it out here, Dr. Taylor.
Yeah, thank you.
For Red Report, I'm Parker Orr.
Thanks, Parker. Dr. Taylor was quick to point out that her name had no influence on her decision to pursue research into Swift's music. Another new major is under consideration. With the rise of students using AI to complete work, USD will now be offering an artificial intelligence degree. Some of the classes offered will include Introduction to ChatGPT, How to Use Your Resources with Artificial Intelligence, Bot or Not, and the AI Whisperer. The degree requires students to submit 100% AI content for their assignments. Students caught with their original works could face immediate expulsion.
In a surprising move, the university announced this week that the Wellness Center expansion, originally scheduled for a spring completion, will now be abandoned completely. The expansion, which was to include a new competition swimming pool for the swim and dive team, has suffered setbacks and delays, leaving swimmers out to dry. However, finances were not the reason for the project's cancellation. Athletic Department spokesperson Mike Phelps says that the university simply does not care about the swim team.
So yeah, we canceled the Wellness Center expansion because we kind of wanted to over the swim and dive team, mostly just because we thought it would be really funny. The whole point of the expansion of the Wellness Center was just to kind of give them a sense of false hope that we actually cared about their program.
Phelps further stated that the program could, quote, swim in the river, I do not care. Since the Dakota Dome's pools closing permanently in January, the swim and dive team is planning to hold practices in the Missouri River, just south of Vermilion. In addition to addressing a critical need for more housing, USD is evaluating how to solve the problem of a lack of parking places. The university is building a parking garage to increase the number of parking spots allotted for students. The plans call for a little-used building to be removed to accommodate the garage. Demolition of the ID Weeks library will begin later tonight, leaving students without a place to study for their finals. Next on the Red Report Sports, a new competition is added to the Olympics.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, this is your Uncle Tom.
Hey, Tom.
I was just wondering, how's school going there for you, kid? I don't mean to interrupt or anything, but I'm just kind of in a rush because they only let you have a 1.5 minute call when you get booked at the police station.
What do you mean you're in jail? You want $400 again? Are you serious?
Well, I mean, I guess if you want to see your uncle in a cage, then that's your prerogative. And I mean, I probably should have wasted my
Come on.
phone call on your dad.
Whoa.
Would have got the same answer.
Yeah, you probably would have, because you're an animal and you belong in a cage.
Thanks again here for being there for me. I know that you really care a lot about me and my well-being.
Well, you don't care about my well-being. You're trying to take my money so you can just continue to be a criminal. That's fine then.
You got 5 seconds.
Oh yeah, we'll go to rehab.
Auditions for Coyote News anchors and reporters will be held on Wednesday, December 11th from 1 to 4. Join us this spring. Full-time students of any major are welcome to audition and no experience is necessary. Come to room 219 in the Al Newharth Media Center on Wednesday the 11th to try out. It only takes about 15 minutes and doesn't hurt at all.
It'll be a real hoot of a time, you know.
Please try out.
Skip the boring TP and switch to SDS Poo. USD and SDS Poo, the perfect pair for happy bums and clean underwear. SDS Poo. Get yours today.
What you are about to watch is a news parody. Its stories are not fact-checked, its reporters are not real journalists, and its opinions are not fully thought through.
What is this feeling so sudden and new?
I felt the moment I laid my eyes on you.
My pulse is rushing.
My head is reeling.
Well, my face is flushing. What is this feeling? Fervid as a flame.
Does it have an end?
Yes, yes.
Loathing, unadulterated loathing.
For your face,
Your voice,
your clothing.
let's just say, I love it all.
USD adds a new sport for the 2025 season. This is Red Report Sports. I'm Jacob Pierce.
And I'm Mohammed Mohammed. President Gestring announces a new role. The Coyote football team's claiming its first national title earlier than expected this year. Following an outbreak of teams fighting after games for planting banners, all FBS schools are no longer allowed to offer football. Montana State, NDSU, and SDSU also are being banned for reportedly looking like they planned similar behavior. In the aftermath of the NCAA decision, USD's been awarded the FBS and FCS national titles, becoming the first school ever to claim both titles, essentially giving USD 2 titles in 1 year. The Coyotes had other reported shakeups. After winning back-to-back Missouri Valley Coach of the Year awards, Bob Nielsen is moving on from South Dakota. Nielsen is moving to Chicago to become the new head coach of the Bears, following the firing of coach Matt Eberflus. The Bears' general manager announced in a press conference that the decision was essentially made, saying Nielsen knows how to call timeouts. To fill the head coach vacancy, USD is pursuing the hire of Kalen DeBoer after the loss of Alabama's football team under the new NCAA ban.
USD President Sheila Gestring is being added to the roster of the South Dakota women's basketball team. Gestring joins the team in an effort to improve their season record. The president says she'll lead the team to the NCAA tournament and a national title, the first, not counting the WNIT, in Coyote history. Gestring also becomes the oldest player in history to play basketball at the collegiate level. We're just receiving word there's breaking news in Coyote athletics. We'll go now to the Red Report's Maggie Bishop, who is live in the studio. Maggie?
Thanks, Jacob. Coyote Athletics announced today that they received a $5.6 million gift, the largest in school history. A former USD football player has made the donation. The university plans to use the gift to fund a new lacrosse and cricket field, a new soccer stadium, and an equestrian arena. A reported new collegiate rodeo team is set to begin competing in fall 2026. Live in the studio, I'm Maggie Bishop.
Thanks, Maggie. Again, Coyote Athletics has just received a $5.6 million gift. The Red Report will continue to follow the story as it unfolds.
The International Olympic Committee has voted to add a new event for the 2026 Winter Olympics. The new sport is competitive sleeping. The Olympic Committee decided to add the sport due to the rising popularity of relaxed sleeping. USD has many candidates trying out for the Olympic team, including freshman Nathan Delaney. Not only is Delaney an early candidate for Team USA, he is the odds-on favorite at the Games. Event officials will grade athletes based on heart rate, snoring maximums, and deep sleeping using a variety of apps and monitors. USD is adding a new Division I sport for both men's and women's competition. The Coyotes are adding pickleball as their newest team. After its increasing popularity, South Dakota picks up pickleball as its 12th scholarship sport. Miles Kraske is the first student to be offered a full scholarship following his performance at the Paralympics. While USD is the first school to add pickleball, the Coyotes are hopeful they'll also become first-time national champions.
After winning their 5th Summit League championship in 7 years, South Dakota volleyball is on the move. With an early victory in the regular season over Missouri, USD is taking the Tigers' place in the SEC, and Missouri is moving down to the Summit League. The Tigers will join SDSU and the rest of the teams in the Summit League, while the Coyotes move up to face teams like Alabama and Georgia. The Coyotes will maintain their rivalry with the Jackrabbits by playing them annually in the Dakotas Classic. And I've just been told more breaking news, this time related to the Coyote volleyball team. It seems Avery Van Hook is wanted for aiding and abetting 2,000 assisted kills. Van Hook's on the run after leading all Summit League players in assisted kills. She's considered armed and one of the most dangerous people in the conference. Anyone seeing Van Hook on the court is advised to avoid her at all costs and immediately contact authorities. That's it for the Red Report Sports.
When we come back, we ask students about their weird dreams. Stay with us.
Do you ever have that great friend who takes your trash out for you? Who puts in all that hard work and dedication to walk all the way outside and throw it in the compactor? Or not. I do not have that friend. She is a dumb.
Rules are made to be broken. Pile up your trash.
The new restaurant on Grubhub to give you happiness one sip at a time. For when you have a party and the booze is gone. Or when you need a little extra to make class bearable. Or when you need a little liquid courage. Have no fear. With speedy and incognito delivery, your problems will be solved. There is just no fun to be had without it. Order Drink Dash now on Grubhub. To make the first sip even better, use code THIRSTY for 15% off.
Auditions for Coyote News anchors and reporters will be held on Wednesday, December 11th from 1 to 4. Join us this spring. Full-time students of any major are welcome to audition and no experience is necessary. Come to room 219 in the Al Newharth Media Center on Wednesday the 11th to try out. It only takes about 15 minutes and doesn't hurt at all.
Can I take you on a date?
Please try out.
What you are about to watch is a news parody. Its stories are not fact-checked, its reporters are not real journalists, and its opinions are not fully thought through.
So if you care to find me, look to the western sky. As someone told me lately, everyone deserves a chance to fly. And if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free. To those who try to ground me, take a message back from me. Tell them how I'm defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity. And nobody in all of USD, no anchor that was or will be, is ever gonna bring me down.
Xander, we have a red report to finish.
Give me a sec.
A local television anchor has been arrested for fraud. Jacob Pierce is a sports anchor for Coyote News. He's also a USD student and thought to be a fan of the Coyotes. That was until Pierce was spotted in the stands at the state rivalry football game wearing Jackrabbit colors. Pierce is expected to report to prison on January 1st, where he'll receive treatments to regain his sanity and learn to wear the correct team colors.
Sometimes when people sleep, they picture the wildest and most absurd thing imaginable.
We asked students, what's the weirdest dream that they've ever had?
Here's what they had to say.
That I was being chased around by a pack of monsters from Monsters University.
This character, it's like a big character, and I'm like running through downtown. I don't know where downtown, but I'm like hiding under buildings trying to hide from it.
That my girlfriend was 9 months pregnant.
An orange that lived in my closet, and he would yell at me and my brother until one day we ate him.
There was these robots taking over the world, and I had to do like parkour to stay alive.
Actual open heart surgeon, surgeon.
Probably that I had a twin one day.
I woke up as a jackrabbit. Pretty scary stuff.
I was late to all my classes, and then, I don't know, all my teachers basically dropped me out of the class because I missed the first day of class.
I just died over and over again, but I kept going to class, and then going back to class, and then dying, and then back again.
But I was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and we were talking about gorillas.
The wildest dream I've ever had is that I hit a 6-leg parlay last night.
I had a dream about a week ago. Imagine the Lego movie where everything's Legos, and it's just that. And I'm a Lego minifigure in the Lego world. This is a real thing. It happened to me.
I had a dream pretty recently too, where I went through my entire day-to-day schedule. I went to bed and then I just woke up. Wow. But that was the actual day, you know?
Wow.
I had a dream where I lived in an ocean land. So.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yep.
That's all for the Red Report.
Remember, this was not a real newscast, and the stories you've seen tonight are not factual.
If you think you have what it takes for the Coyote News Anchor Desk, talent auditions are next Wednesday afternoon from 1 to 4 in the Newhart Center. It only takes 10 minutes and no experience is necessary.
We'll see you back here in January for another semester of Coyote News. Thanks for watching.
So I should just look over there.
Yeah.
Or there. Right there.
What is this feeling so sudden and new? I felt the moment I laid.
So let's start, because you've got... You'll hang with the right cohorts.
The orphan's bad, right?
It's Parker's birthday today.
Birthday.
Birthday.
What is this feeling? Start smiling too much.
It's gotta be cool. It's just just
What was my next line?
Does it have a
Don't
name?
go yet. Then just look at Ava. Be kind of shy. My man is Mohammed's white.
Look at this athlete.
You'll hang with the right cohorts. You'll be good at sports. Everything it really takes to be popular. I know about popular.
Okay.